Hello again everyone, what's up? I hope before I begin you're all going to have, or you all had, a good New Year's Eve and New Year, whatever. I really do hope this year's better for a lot of people, I really do. So, as always, make sure you're safe, make sure you're having fun now at the same time, as much as I guess you can in these times, and let's get into the video. So, this video starts off completely different from any other because we're not working on a project. We're not trying to fill in blocks. We're not trying to mine. No, we're trying to tediously move a single villager from one half of the world to another because we needed 2 villagers to be able to start breeding, to get mending books, to make iron farms, stuff like that. So, Jamie, the fierce Tagliatelle guy you see there, he had luckily managed to get one in the base and he'd done a really good job. But this guy, it was frustrating. We had to try and use water buckets to get up the stairs. Luckily Borax was here to help as well. We literally had to go through his base. So, sorry about that one, I'm not sorry at all. And every time we seemed to get him closer, this villager would jump out of a boat, he'd peg it, and then just before we reached our base, literally like, I don't know, 50 blocks away, he just disappeared. I don't know if he suffocated, I'm pretty sure he did, but it was so much work and it was just gone. But luckily, because Jamie is such a great friend, he decided, well, I decided I'd let him go and get back the last villager while I decorated. So I finished off this kind of front room showroom type thing. I was using some cobblestone walls, I was using a couple of trapdoors, filling in some acacia wood which I now had in the ceiling, and then I moved pretty much straight on to the enchantment room, and that is the project we will be doing in this video. So with the style, this very natural style I'm going for, I wanted to make an enchantment room, make it functional, but make it look good as well, but also not too kind of stale. It's very easy to just get an enchantment table and stick some books around it, and there we go, there's your enchantment room. But I wanted to make it look natural, I wanted to make it look like it fit into the overall build, so I was going to kind of build it off-centered, and that really helped with the fact that the cave itself was at kind of an awkward diagonal angle. So I got rid of the floor, nice and easy, used the same blocks I've been using all the way through, pretty much, so, cobblestone in the floor, bits of oak wood there which go really well, andesite. Didn't use gravel, or I might have done, or I might not have done. That's for you guys to find out. I have no idea if I used gravel, because I kind of remember thinking in my head, I'm going to do a floor here, and gravel is just going to keep falling down, so unless I used it in a little I don't know, maybe I used gravel or not, I don't know, make a poll. And did I use gravel, yes or no? Probably not. But I made the floor, did the floor, got in there, started the walls as well, and the walls are very similar, but my idea is to try and keep out maybe oak wood in the walls and roof, or the ceiling, and use acacia. But it sounded like there was a really big build up there. I've just decided to use acacia logs instead now I've got them, because they're kind of grey, and they look kind of cool, so why not? But I carried on, I mustered on, I said to myself, I need to get this done today, I don't care if it looks bad. I will care though, because I will cry myself to sleep, but I don't care because I will get it done. And I did get it done in like half an hour, it was actually surprisingly easy. I just kind of pushed on with it, I kept looking at my design, I thought, okay, this is kind of working better than I thought. The space was just kind of right, I rarely had to dig much out, I placed it in. I ended up putting a couple of lanterns in the wall, and just general decorational items, and then everything else was ready. Like, the bookshelves were ready. I think we took most of them out of villages on the way. The enchantment table was ready, just sat in a chest waiting, and so we put it in. I let Jamie do the honours of, putting the tables, the bookshelves around, I should say. Life was good again. Although I did find a zombie villager, and I thought, my big brain was, well, if I capture this zombie villager, surely it'll be easy to turn him into a normal villager, and You know, it saved Jamie a lot of work. So I captured him, you know, I put him in a little box. I was pretty sure at the time the box was secure, as in secure enough for him not to get out. I didn't think any son would be able to get in there and get him. But I was wrong, because when Jamie got back to the base to check it out, he just disappeared. I didn't think they would despawn if I was right there, but I must have been wrong. Because good old Fred, the angry pirate zombie, well, he just went, didn't he? I can't help it. He just disappeared. Maybe it was the two sheep we've got. Not the sheep, the pigs. You see how I can get easily mistaken with them two. But yeah, he just vanished. So, you know, and as he came back to the base, that was the point. I said to him, look, you know, you stick the bookshelves in there. I'll let you do the honours. And, well, I'll show you how it turned out. Now, I'm stood at this angle for literally no other reason than because it was kind of a cool angle. But, you know, as you can see, it's snug. It is really snug. I would do a full base tour of everyone's as well on some day, so you'll see it more, but I just like the style. And look, I did definitely use gravel in the walls, so if you said yes, you was right. Congratulations. And then I got massively distracted by the silliest of silly. I had no idea you could, like, animate an armor stand. So you can put armour on an armour stand, obviously, or else it wouldn't be called an armour stand, it'd just be a stand. But you can also put, like, an item in its hand. I just thought you could only put, like, weapons in there, so like a tool or a sword or something. But no, you can put anything in their hands. You know, what do you want in their hands? Wool? Well, you can put it in their hands, no problem. Paper? Well, yeah, you can put that in their hands, no problem. You know, ladders? Yeah, if you want to, you can put that in their hands. But you can also put in their hands a white fluffy substance, which I will leave to your imagination on what you would like to call it. I mean, a lot of people call it sugar, but we know in the industry it ain't really sugar, and it just kind of took me by surprise. So I spent a good 10 minutes just mucking around, and I'll just, you know what, I'll leave that here now. I'm just going to leave you with like 1 minute of just uncut stupidness of me having a little giggle at how silly this is. How are you doing that? How are you doing that? He's just snorting cocaine, that's all. And now, completely moving on from that ridiculous incident, for the last few minutes of the episode, I'm gonna let you guys see the most entertaining thing you've ever seen. It's me mining. I know, it's hard to believe, how does this guy make digging blocks interesting, but here we are, some of you are still watching, so that's on you, that ain't on me. But no, I'm going to do, you know, as Mumbo would say, you know, a super fast time lapse. But I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you, firstly, about how your Christmases went. I haven't heard from all too many of you. You know, obviously you check up on friends, check up on family, you ask them how it went, and it's always this big thing. When you ask people how their Christmas was, their immediate reaction is, yeah, it was good, thank you, and then they'll start listing off presents they got. And I don't want to sound like a big grumpity-bumpity here, but I don't care about your presents. I want to know how you are, you know? How are you, you know, feeling? Cause I think it's, and this is getting a bit deep now for a Minecraft video, I get that, but I think it's really important to kind of ask yourself how you are in yourself. Not just how you are in terms of, you know, material gains, because at Christmas that really isn't what it's about. It's great getting presents, it really is, and again, I'm probably grumpy because every Christmas all I get is like a new pair of shorts that doesn't even fit me because I'm so fat, which, you know, that is, again, that's a problem for me, not you. But no, seriously, it'd be nice to know how you guys did over Christmas with the stress of COVID, with not being able to maybe see as much family as you want, you know, mentally. it's very important to talk to people at the very least. So if you don't wanna have a nice conversation down in the comments, I don't blame you. I'm a stranger to a lot of you. Why the hell would you want to do that? But I do encourage you to talk to someone. If you are mentally struggling without seeing family and stuff, and maybe get on FaceTime or just phone them for 5 minutes, something like that. But yeah, I mean that's kind of seriousness done. But like I say, I want to bring attention because it's something I struggle with. I struggle with, not talking to many people in terms of friends, family. Mentally, it takes a big toll. So I understand that in a lot of younger people, which I still am, believe it or not, I'm only 22. I know it seems like, yeah, fair enough, I'm now closer to 30 than I am, 10. But, wait, am I? Yes, I am. That's how math works. But no, young people especially, mental health is a big thing. So just stay safe, like I say. And you ever need someone to chat to, I'll be linking a couple of links down below for an online counselling thing, first of all, and just any odd help I can kind of give, especially around, like I say, Christmas and New Year's, when family used to be a big thing and now maybe it's not. So yeah, and then on from about rubbish. What you all on about? I'm not depressed. You are. How are you all feeling about the new update coming? The caves? I mean, it would have been cool if it was just the caves update or some variation on that name. That would have been cool, but then they ruined it with the caves and cliffs update. Ooh, let me just go check out my cliffs. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But personally, I am probably less excited for this update than I have been any other update, which is weird when it's a cave update. The thing we've been crying out for, what we've been saying is, please just give us something new to mine. And then it was like, right, is it amethyst, I believe, and everyone was like, rah, fucking amethyst, yeah, let's go, boys. And then they're like, you can't actually turn it into weapons and tools, and everyone was like, okay, that's cool. I believe you can make tainted glass with it, which can be cool for mob things, but that's about it. It is, I don't know, to me, rubbish update. It really is. I mean, I don't like the Nether update as it is. I liked how it improved the Nether, but it just makes the Nether really hard now. But that's like a personal thing. I hate the Nether anyway. I'm a builder, not a battler. But yeah, I think the new Caves and Cliffs update, if anything, my most enthusiastic part of it is probably the spyglass thing, which is basically just for Optifine mod thing where you could just zoom in. So I don't know how often that's going to be used, because for me, I have this thing where if I'm really far away and I can't see something, I don't have to make a whole new tool in order to be able to see something. I just move closer. Now, I know that's a new concept to a lot of people, but if you just physically get closer to the thing, then it's like looking through a telescope. That's a free tip for you all. I'm not even going to charge you a diamond for that one. You guys take that tip for free and use it however you will, but make sure you keep it on the down low. We don't want everyone finding out. And then other than that, I mean, there's that new mob thing, that boss mob. Okay, cool, but it looks a little bit boring. It doesn't seem like a true boss like the Wither and the Dragon are. I don't know. There's obviously other things. I'm not saying they're the only two things in it. There are other things. The dripstone, for example, loads more redstone contraptions now that you can make dripstone above a cauldron and it can collect lava. That's pretty cool. But again, overall, it just, I don't know. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more in there that they just haven't told us. I know there's a lot of diversity, but I hope the diversity as well isn't like what they did with diorite, granite and andesite when they brought them in, because everyone thought it'd be a big thing, and all it actually was every now and again it just replaced a stone up chunk with a diorite one. It's like, woo, that's absolutely boring. Same as the underwater cave things, boring. You see an underwater cave and you don't go in it because it's like, oh well, I now I've got to mess around with water or be dragged down by magma and suffocate, which, if only, if only. But no, I don't think it's going to look that great. I have a strong feeling what we're going to do is they're going to show off all these different types of biomes underground, and then when you actually go to explore it, it's just going to be loads of slightly different coloured biomes with slightly different coloured dripstone throughout. I really want new I don't want just the standard. I get there's like a grassy one or whatever, but I really want them to go all out. You know, I want to be able to be walking through a cave. I'm gonna go find some, I don't know, iron. Woo! Look, there's some iron, and then wow, look, there's like an underground waterfall biome. Like, imagine how sick that would be. You're just walking and there's like this underground terraformed area that, you know, even more NPC type villages, maybe not of actual NPCs in, but like abandoned underground villages, but not like the normal villages we got, like little hobbit hole type things that are dug into the caves and everything, and they could have loot. And I don't know, I just think it'd be more interesting than exploring either the grey blocks to the north or the grey blocks to the south, because at the minute that's all it really is. Mining is kind of a necessity, but it's not fun, you know. I said it. So what? I said it. Mining's boring. If you like mining, you're boring. No, I'm joking. If you want to mine, you mine. But yeah, like I say, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You know, what's your most anticipated feature, I guess you could say, about the up and coming update. And yeah, most of all, stay safe. I think that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you didn't fall asleep while watching me mine at double speed, because, you know, we're editing pros over here. We turn on double speed and it's like we're in light space. But no, as always, stay safe, have fun, you know, have a good new year and all that. And well, I guess I'll see you next time.